God says, listen with a calm and open heart, my beloved soul, because something powerful is beginning to unfold within your life, not in a rushed or overwhelming way, but in a quiet and steady way that aligns with your growth, your journey, and your readiness to receive something that has been preparing itself for you over time. There are moments when blessings do not arrive suddenly, they build, they form, and they come into your life when you are truly ready to understand and receive them without confusion, and this is one of those moments. You may have felt recently that something is shifting within you, that your thoughts are becoming clearer, that your emotions are becoming more balanced, and that you are no longer reacting to things in the same way as before, and this change within you is important because it is creating space. It is allowing something new to enter your life without resistance. God says that when your inner world begins to feel calm, when your mind becomes less crowded, and when your heart becomes more open, you naturally become ready to receive what is meant for you. There were times when you may have felt limited, when you may have believed that certain things were not possible for you, or when you felt like something was holding you back without fully understanding why, but God says that nothing was holding you back, everything was preparing you, everything was shaping you, and everything was guiding you toward a moment where you would be able to step forward with clarity instead of doubt. My beloved soul, there is also a deeper realization forming within you, a quiet understanding that you are not the same person you were before, that you have grown, that you have learned, and that you have developed a strength. An awareness that you may not have fully recognized yet. This realization is what allows you to move forward without fear, without hesitation, and without feeling like you need to prove anything. You may begin to notice that things are starting to feel more aligned, that situations are becoming clearer, or that you are beginning to feel a sense of calm confidence that you cannot fully explain, and God says that this is not something random, this is alignment, this is you stepping into a space where things begin to flow more naturally because you are no longer resisting what is meant for you. There is no need to rush, my beloved soul, there is no need to force anything, and there is no need to feel like something will be missed, because what is meant for you will always find its way to you. This moment is not about urgency, it is about readiness, it is about awareness, and it is about you allowing yourself to receive without doubt. So take a deep breath, remain present, and allow yourself to stay open, because what is coming into your life is not something to question, it is something to receive, something that will bring clarity, strength, and a deeper sense of alignment into your journey. God says, remain calm and open within yourself, my beloved soul, because what is beginning to align in your life is not something that needs to be forced, it is something that is naturally finding its way toward you as you become more aware, more grounded, and more connected to your own inner clarity. There are moments in life when you do not need to chase what is meant for you, when you do not need to push beyond your limits, and when you do not need to create pressure in order for something to happen, because what is aligned with you begins to appear when you are ready to receive it with peace instead of doubt. You may have felt recently that something inside you is becoming more steady, that your thoughts are not as scattered as before, that your emotions are not as overwhelming, and that you are beginning to feel a sense of balance that you cannot fully explain, and God says that this is not something small, this is a sign that you are aligning within yourself, that you are no longer resisting what is meant for you, and that you are allowing life to unfold in a way that feels natural instead of forced. My beloved soul, there is also a deeper understanding growing within you, a realization that you do not need to control everything in order for things to work out, that you do not need to understand every detail in order to move forward, and that you do not need to rush in order to receive what is meant for you. This understanding is what creates peace, because when you stop trying to control every outcome, you begin to see that things start to align on their own. There were times when you may have felt like you needed to do more, to try harder, or to push yourself in order to make things happen, but now you are beginning to understand that not everything is about effort. Some things are about alignment, some things are about timing, and some things are about allowing yourself to be in a place where you can receive without resistance. God says that this is where your strength lies, not in forcing, but in allowing. You may begin to notice that opportunities, ideas, or moments are appearing in a way that feels more natural, that conversations flow more easily, and that situations are resolving without the same level of struggle, and this is what alignment feels like. It feels calm, it feels steady. And it feels like things are moving in a direction that supports you instead of working against you. God says that you are not behind, my beloved soul. You are not missing anything, and you are not disconnected from your path. You are exactly where you need to be, and everything that is coming into your life is doing so at the right time, in the right way, and in a way that you are now ready to receive without confusion. So remain open, remain grounded, and continue to trust what you are feeling, because what is unfolding is not something to question, it is something to accept, something that is guiding you toward a deeper sense of clarity, balance, and peace as you continue moving forward. God says, stay grounded in this calm and steady awareness, my beloved soul, because what is unfolding in your life now is not just a change in circumstances, it is a deeper shift within you, a transformation in the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you move through your journey. You are no longer reacting to everything with urgency, you are no longer allowing doubt to control your decisions, and you are no longer feeling the need to force outcomes, and this is what creates space for something greater to enter your life. There was a time when you may have felt like you needed to understand everything immediately, when you believed that clarity had to come before you could move forward, and when you felt uncertain if things would ever align for you. But now something has changed, you are beginning to trust yourself, to trust the process, and to trust that what is meant for you will come in a way that feels natural and right. God says that this trust is what allows things to flow, it is what removes resistance, and it is what opens the path for alignment. My beloved soul, there is also a deeper sense of confidence growing within you, not a loud or overwhelming confidence, but a quiet and steady understanding that you are capable, that you are prepared, and that you are ready to receive what is coming into your life. This confidence does not come from external validation, it comes from within, from your growth, from your experiences, and from your ability to remain calm even when things are still unfolding. You may begin to notice that your perspective is changing, that you are seeing situations differently, that what once felt difficult now feels manageable, and that your mind is no longer filled with the same level of doubt or confusion, and God says that this is because you have grown, because you have learned, and because you are now able to see things with clarity instead of uncertainty. There is also a sense of flow beginning to form in your life, a feeling that things are starting to move more smoothly, that situations are aligning without the same level of effort, and that you are no longer facing the same resistance that you once did. This flow is not something you created by force, it is something that comes when you are aligned, when your thoughts, your actions, and your awareness are all working together. God says that you are not the same person you were before, my beloved soul, and because of that, what is entering your life now will also be different. It will match your growth, it will support your direction, and it will bring a sense of balance that you may not have experienced before. This is why things are beginning to feel more calm, more clear, and more aligned. You are not being asked to rush, you are not being asked to force anything, and you are not being asked to prove anything. You are simply being guided to remain present, to stay open, and to trust what is unfolding within you and around you. So stay grounded, my beloved soul, remain aware, and continue to trust yourself, because what is happening now is not something to question, it is something to embrace, something that is guiding you toward a deeper sense of clarity, confidence, and peace as you continue moving forward. God says, listen with a calm and confident heart, my beloved soul, because now you are stepping into a space where everything that once felt uncertain is beginning to feel more clear, not because every detail has been revealed, but because you have grown into someone who no longer needs immediate answers to feel at peace. This is the shift that changes everything, the shift within you that allows you to move forward with trust instead of doubt, with calm instead of pressure, and with understanding instead of confusion. You are no longer reacting in the same way, you are no longer allowing every thought to create unnecessary questions, and you are no longer searching for certainty with urgency, and this is what creates a deep sense of peace within you. God says that peace is not something that comes from controlling everything, it comes from understanding that you can remain steady even when things are still unfolding, and from trusting that what is meant for you will come in a way that feels natural and aligned. My beloved soul, there is also a deep sense of inner strength forming within you, a quiet and steady confidence that allows you to remain grounded regardless of what is happening around you, and this strength is what protects your peace. You are learning to trust yourself, to rely on your own awareness, and to stay connected to your inner clarity instead of being influenced by every external situation. You may begin to feel a sense of certainty, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust yourself enough to move forward without fear, without doubt, and without needing constant reassurance. God says that this certainty comes from within, it grows as you continue to stay present, and it becomes stronger as you allow yourself to experience life without trying to control every outcome. There is no need to rush forward, my beloved soul, there is no need to go back, and there is no need to hold on to anything that no longer feels aligned, because everything you need is already within you. You are not missing anything, you are not behind, and you are not disconnected from your path, you are exactly where you need to be, and everything that is happening within you is guiding you toward a life that feels more clear, more balanced, and more peaceful. God says that this moment is not here to overwhelm you, it is here to remind you that you are supported, that you are guided, and that everything is unfolding in a way that is bringing something meaningful into your life. You do not need to force anything, you only need to stay open, stay present, and trust what is unfolding. So take a deep breath, my beloved soul, and allow yourself to feel this calm, this clarity, and this quiet strength within you, because this is what you have been moving toward all along. You do not need to chase anything, you do not need to question everything, you simply need to stay aware, stay grounded, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If this message resonated with you, take a moment and comment, "I am ready to receive," not for anyone else, but as a reminder to yourself that you are open, aligned, and prepared for what is coming. And if you feel someone else needs this message, share it with them, because sometimes the right words can bring clarity and encouragement at the perfect moment.